Hi, this is the design of makeup, communicating about none other than makeup. Right. We have the foundation, we have the blush, we have the mascara, we have the eyeshadow. Then we have all the different multiple creams before you put on the actual entirety of your makeup. So the question is then, who are you making yourself up to be today? Woman. There's nothing wrong with makeup itself, though what does influence the experience of yourself, in the separation of yourself, the expression of yourself as who you are, is your starting point for the reason you wear makeup. If your reason to wear makeup is to look more beautiful, look more presentable, look more acceptable, to attract men, to look better than other women, all those originate from one point, which is no self-acceptance, no self-love, comparison and self-judgment. Comparison to other women, self-judgment from the perspective of not self-accepting and self-loving yourself, and that whole concoction manifests the concoction of makeup. Women covering up themselves to look prettier or even younger. Now, what's the most interesting thing is that women who wear quite an extensive amount of makeup get older much faster. That is an interesting perspective to look at. The reason why women who wear more makeup, for the purposes and reasons of looking more beautiful, more presentable, more prettier, attracting men, not feeling pretty enough, not feeling beautiful enough, not accepting self and not loving self, get older much faster. Because all those concepts or beliefs and perceptions within the woman is actually of the mind. Now the mind is literally like a leech. It sucks you dry. So the more you participate in the mind, the faster you get older. And now they've got obviously all these anti-wrinkle creams and anti-aging creams and lines under the eyes creams and things like that, which is interesting because it presents a solution for a moment. But as you get older, a child will one day approach you, look at you with his huge big eyes, turn away and run for his life. Because makeup and these anti-aging, anti-wrinkle under the eyes creams only last for so long. But they actually make you look older, which is fascinating. The damage on the body because of these makeup and anti-aging, anti-wrinkle creams and things like that women tend to wear really makes you look older, as though you're 10 years from what you're supposed to be. So women of the world who wear makeup for the specific reasons of looking prettier, looking more beautiful, looking more presentable, wanting to look better than other women, wanting to attract men because you don't self-accept yourself and you don't self-love yourself and you're not grateful for yourself of your own self-expression, I wouldn't prefer to be in your shoes in the time to come. I'm not saying it as a threat and I'm not saying it as a warning. I'm saying it as what it's going to be. Because you're participating in the mind. If you're participating in the mind, your body will deplete faster because it's literally like a leech. So I have some forgiveness processes that I would suggest, which is the following. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to accept myself. And the only way I will accept myself is if I wear makeup. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to love myself. And because I do not love myself, I will wear makeup to attract men, to be in a relationship, to be loved. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to hold on to the construct and belief of having to be loved instead of me loving myself as who I am. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to wear makeup to look better and more presentable than other women. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to compare myself to other women. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to compare myself to myself. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to judge myself as who I am, and because I judge myself, I'll rather wear makeup to hide the judgment of me that exists within me. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to hide myself by wearing makeup because I do not accept myself. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to consider accepting myself. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to consider loving myself. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to think that I'm not pretty enough and I'm not beautiful enough and that I'm required to wear makeup to fit in with society and all the other women. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to wear makeup because of the models and actors and actresses I see on the television that look so gorgeous and beautiful. I also want to look like them, so I wear makeup. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to believe that I look so ghastly and so ugly and so not acceptable that I have to wear makeup to be acceptable. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to want to wear makeup to be noticed. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to wear makeup as an antenna for men to say, I am here, I am here, I'm here. I have to have a relationship. I don't accept myself. I don't love myself. I can only accept and love myself when I'm in a relationship. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to realize that in wearing makeup for reasons and purposes separate than me, that is of the mind, I'll actually become older much faster and much quicker. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to accept my human physical body and my skin as one with me. I forgive myself that I've allowed myself to separate myself from my human physical body. I forgive myself that I haven't allowed myself to realize that my human physical body might actually be showing me something if there are pimples and wrinkles and things all over my skin, and that I'm actually able to correct this through self-forgiveness and self-application in every moment, so that my human physical body as me may express me as who I am within and as one as an equality of life. Thank you very much. This is the design of makeup.